Hey guys, Celterax here. I'm loaded up a test world here. I'm actually going to be demonstrating a contraption that pretty much everybody has. Though I've done a sort of unique take on it, which is a melon farm. The farm is automated in the sense that you throw a lever and it gathers all the melons for you. I've also incorporated a lift system into it so that the farm can be in the floor and you can be kind of up above it. So you can walk around on top of it, and you look down, see what the melons are growing, how many melons have grown. It's not at a full harvest, but just to demonstrate. I've got two switches here. The left one will do the harvest, and the right one operates this thing. And this is where the melons come up. It's based on the principle, I actually got the idea for this piece of it from my video Generic B did. However, he didn't invent it, as many people pointed out. But the gist is, it's an item conveyor. It shoves the item up and into your inventory, like that. So the melons gather down there, and you flick the switch, and you can get them. So we hit that, and all the melons flow down to the center, auto-magically. You can come down here, sometimes there's some stragglers like that one. Otherwise, looks good. Okay, so they're stuck under there. And then, you didn't turn this switch off yet. Hit this guy. Which will open up that chute. And they'll pop in there. And then you hit that. Grab them all. Now, the only problem with the item conveyor is it doesn't grab them all first shot each time. You gotta run it a few times usually. Usually the third time I'll get the last of them. You can creep over the edge and shift and take a look. Looks pretty good. So you would close it up when you're done and then throw this. And that's it. And it's reset and the melons will grow again. You will see it's not 100% perfect because sometimes some gets stuck down there, though I think any of the automated melon harvesters have that particular problem. Just because you have to push the block up to harvest the melon. I think you might be able to crush them, but that would create even more of a problem. So you'd really want to just push the block up and that pops them off. So, that is how that works. And I guess I will go into a quick tutorial here on how you want to go ahead and build this contraption. You can kind of see how it works on the underside here. I'm just going to go ahead and get a new one started so I can kind of show you guys how the principles of this thing works. So I'm going to need dirt, sticky pistons, torch, lever, magic wire, redstone, repeater, bucket of water. Apparently glass is important, and I'll grab glowstone as well. You don't need a lot of glass or glowstone, but you need enough. So we'll grab glowstone and glass. Alright, so this is on a super flat, so I can't go very deep. So I just kind of built upwards, as you can see. And I guess I'll illustrate the point of the farm on the one side here. which is basically we lay redstone down, and I lay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's correct. And then there's an 8th one here. Okay. This is our center line, so this is going to power Camphil. There we go. So this is going to power our pistons on both sides. Alright, so it's a double harvester. And you put dirt on top of that, and that's where your melons are going to grow. And the power feed's going to come in from this side here. Okay, be clear about that. We have 2 holes here. And the redstone's actually going to come up from here, and our power input will come from this square here. Alright. That would be where your melon plants would go. And then like that, that'll be your water trough so that your fields don't dry out. So like that, you get a pair of, whoops, nearly, not really. There we go. Hadn't made the plant row. Alright, so we got that. Looks good. Next I'll stick the water in. Oops. There we go. Alright, so that's all irrigated. Next we will make the power input system. And what we're going to make here is actually not good with the names. I'm not entirely sure what the technical term for it is. More or less, this system loops power through a series of repeaters where power immediately goes to this block to go on, and then I guess it's an extended circuit or whatever for shutting off. And power is going out in 2 ways. And it's going out in 2 ways because we want our water system from over here. There's a water system down there. There's a water block right here. Yeah. So the water from that block, there's a piston here that extends down, and the water pours in the sides while the pistons are extended. But if you retract the pistons in the rows here too fast, you will wash away your plants. And we don't want that to happen. So you have to do this double circuit setup so that the pistons here retract about the time the water has finished disappearing, so that none of your plants get washed away. It's not terribly difficult, but you kind of got to keep in mind. I'm going to cheat a little bit here. Let's see. Okay, that's what I thought. So this sticky piston goes there. And then there's a dirt block there. Dirt block there. Say repeater goes here. And that's up. Alright. So that will keep that piston extended, which will hold back the water block, which will go there. Same height as over there, as you can see. Here's our loop. these two are just one tick, and they're just pushing power. And then the rest of these in the loop are full 3 ticks. So power gets to this block last. And the power will stay on when shutting it off longer, which will keep the middle row pistons extended. So just for point of illustration, here's our lever. Pops off, the water would be pouring down here, and then throw this switch, water gets shut off first, and then later on, the 2 rows retract. Pretty straightforward. Okay. So, plants here, you want some glowstone here. I'm not really sure if the glowstone is necessary, but it seemed like my plants were having trouble growing, so I stuck in some glowstone and that seemed to help. So I would recommend the glowstone just for the sake of having it. Just to be sure. Again, it may not be necessary, and someone will probably yell at me and tell me I'm an idiot or whatever, because it may not be necessary. I'm not entirely sure. And then this is the 8th block. So the water will flow right up to the edge of this. And then got this goes there, glowstone here. You're just kind of repeating the build on both sides. Actually, this corner one's unnecessary. That one is though. You want these blocks here so that you are choking out the options for where the melon can grow. You want the melon to grow in this space here. Okay. Here, down there, oops, there, okay, and, alright, like that, okay, that's looking good. Okay. Piston is currently in the extended state. We'll add our water here. Let's see. Put dirt above these. Dirt all across here. It doesn't have to be dirt. You can use whatever you want, but I'm just using dirt because, I don't know, it's Melon Farm. Okay, now right above the melon plants, you want glass. Again, this might be a superstition thing, maybe it was just bad luck, but it seemed like when there wasn't a transparent block above the melon plant, it wasn't growing a melon. Not really sure why. Again, it might just be superstition, bad luck, blah, blah, blah. And at this point, the farm is mostly complete. The farm portion of it. Now we need our actual plants. Get a diamond hoe. Swatch for dirt. Melon seeds and bone meal. Oops. See how these spaces here. Stick your melons down. Bone meal. Obviously, I'm in creative. Getting melon seeds is actually pretty easy because if you break one, well, okay, if you break one legitimately, I'm in creative mode, so it just kind of destroys it. But if you break one legitimately, you'll usually have one or more seeds back, and then you just kind of plant seeds with bone meal, break the plant, and repeat that process until you've got enough seeds for your farm. Okay. So that is a total of 14 plants. That is all set. And actually, at this point, the farm part of it is complete. So I can show you real quick how that works. So you run, you see the water comes down here, and just on the edge, which is how it'll push items off. You shut it off, see the water goes down, and then it drops just the last second. And the fact that it drops just the last second, make sure the water doesn't get back in the trough. So that's how the timing works. Now you could, if you don't care that it's an eyesore, it's 4 tall, you could easily build it into a wall with just the little lever exposed, and have the output over here. And I didn't build the output piece. Grab some dirt. So you could just as easily build the exact same farm and just stick it in a wall without doing all the extra fancy stuff I did. It's a cool concept. It's automated. Works well. So if you were going to do that, you could just do one of these. Stick your water there. And that would be it. Everything would get deposited right there. Bloody melons take forever to grow. Yeah. No, we'll cheat. Shove one in there. But really, what I built over there is just this concept. The water is actually 1 block higher, and then it uses this second lever, which sends a signal down here, and basically it's just pistons, sticky pistons in a stack with dirt blocks, or I think the top one's got sandstone. No, just wood. So the top one's got a different block on it, but they're all just lined up in a row there. I think there's only four there. And then there is an additional piston back here, which you can see that repeater powering, that closes off the water source so that they don't try to backwash up into the water system. So like as it opens up, you'll see that, and you close it, it closes off that water source. And I've inverted the signal that's coming off the lever so that off is on, so that the pistons are extended, because we want both levers to be in that forward state. It's safe to walk on. You wouldn't want to be here if you threw the lever, that you could dig yourself out pretty easy. But and all of these are just timed repeaters. So the first one fires immediately, the second one's on a 3-tick delay, and then this one also fires immediately. And then it loops up to the second level up. So this is actually, or this is the third level up. That's the second level up there. This is the third level up here. So there's 2 repeaters on 3 ticks, and then the final level, there's 3 repeaters on 3 ticks. And that provides enough timing to push the item all the way up the little shaft thing there. Oh, we got some melons over here. Well, 2. They're on the side you can watch, though. So you just throw that, pops up, they break, get shoved down this way, they fall in this little trough, and then it all flows this way. So if you want to build the item upwards pusher thingamajigger, then you can have it in the floor like I did over here with this giant thing. And you would literally just repeat this exact pattern, including the loop thing on the other side, and then all I've got is redstone wire coming down to plug into this interface block here. And I just did that on both sides. And that's pretty much it. Showed you how the thing pushes it up. And as I said, you could also just stick it in a wall somewhere. But I don't know, it's a nice design. I like it. You can build one with about 2 stacks of redstone, and it takes 15 repeaters for each side of one of these. So if you do 2 sides, you'll need 8 repeaters. Sticky pistons. 1 for the center, and then 7 on each side, so 14. If you do 2 sides and it's a full harvest, that'll be more than a stack of melons, usually. Granted, you know, melons are kind of random, so it could be a full stack, or it could be, it's kind of, you know, whatever. But that's pretty much it. So if you like it, like, subscribe, blah blah blah, and I will see you in my next video.